Welcome to another Monster Month. Today is day 14. Day 14. We're almost 1 day away from halfway through. Amazing, right? Like that. Can you believe it? Day 14, that's 2 full weeks. 2 full weeks of monster madness. My fingers are actually doing pretty well. You go through a little bit of a period of adjustment where, a lot of rubbing and whatnot, and you're kind of building up calluses, and I feel like I'm getting the touch back, which is great. It's actually fantastic because I feel like I'm now working with the clay and not, working against it. That's one of the things that if you guys are starting out, you're going to find that you're going to be trying to do something and you're not quite getting it. And it's just that you're not working with the clay, and the clay's kind of working against you because you're not working with the clay. So I feel like I've kind of passed that hurdle where I'm actually manipulating the clay a lot better, which is great. It's been a long time since I've done this, and I really feel like it's all coming back to me. As they say, it's kind of like riding a bike. So thank you very much again for joining me for day 14. Let's just get started and see where this one takes us, because I just never know. So double time it. Well, there you have it. The end of day 14. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Well, my version anyways. My version of the terror dog from the original Ghostbusters. Obviously that design was much beefier and thicker, and I've made some design choices to make him leaner. One of the things that obviously is very different from the original terror dog from Ghostbusters was that they didn't have any ears, and I've slapped on ears onto mine. I try to keep some of the generalized features of what I recall. I don't have an image here, so it's not like I had an image for me to look at. It was just like, okay, but in my mind's eye, what do I remember? And this is kind of taking elements and cues of those different things and kind of designing my own version of it. I'm happy with it. I would have liked to have spent a little bit more time on the paws. I got to give a shout out to Jim Clay for this clay. This clay is not on the market yet, or at least it will, will be really soon. It's called C10. They're the providers of all of the clay that we're using here on Monster Month. This clay rocks. And I'm not saying that because there are providers. It just rocks. It's a good clay. I really, really enjoy this clay. I love the formula for it. It's got a nice sureness to it and whatnot in terms of how stiff it gets. And yeah, I mean, you can carve and get really fine, and I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, thank you, Jim Clay. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, please. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, because I certainly did. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's a biggie. We're halfway through. Ciao.